Okay, I think I pressed the right button.
Yeah, I think so.
This is what happens when Jenna's not here.
At least you're here. If it was just me, I'd be like, the buttons. I don't know the buttons. Hello everyone. Good morning.
Okay, yeah, and we just went live.
Yes. Hello.
Okay.
So it is very early morning here, and it is very not early morning where you are.
Yeah, it is 8 p.m. here.
Yeah, and 9 a.m. here. So various levels of brain energy are going to be happening today.
Yeah. I don't even know how much I'll get done because I'm still editing. I haven't edited since the last sprint. So
I feel that. I have been in exactly the same position and just not done anything with my work in progress since then. So
that's why it's good that we're doing these, because we make ourselves do something.
yeah, although I'm probably not going to do any writing today because I haven't woken up enough to do any normal brain functioning things.
So that's what your first sprint is. You have a wake up sprint and then go into them.
Yeah, I think I might start with some video editing. Hi, Abby. Hello. Hi. Are you? I imagine you're going to be doing writing because you always like smash out loads of words when we're here.
Also, did you notice that I had made the colors of our names one of our logo colors?
Yes, I like that. It's very cool.
That is the one customization I can do on StreamYard without paying.
Well, we will take that one thing. It's very important.
Yeah. Also, I noticed on being the host of this instead of the like one of the people joining is I can actually see the view count on StreamYard.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Yeah, can't do that when you're just a guest.
No. I mean, I'll just keep continuing being on the thing because nobody wants to put me in charge of anything. That would be a very bad idea. I wouldn't put me in charge. Oh dear. So, do we just like kick straight off and do lots of
We have. You can sprint watch my vlogs, and she means US as well. I haven't been to the UK yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. One day. I will come say hello.
Yeah.
I will. You know that TikTok trend where like someone comes and visits a friend and they're like, "Move, bitch," and then they push the person out the way and then they go to like a baby or a cat.
Yeah.
I want to do that one day when I meet you.
Yes, do that. That's good. That would be very good.
Yeah. Oh, Lola's here. Hi.
Oh, hi.
And then Abby was productive yesterday. It was Friday yesterday, so
it's good. All these productive times. I'm just feeling completely unproductive at the moment, so I'm really glad this has come around, even if I'm not like necessarily in the mood to write. I think I'm gonna try and edit videos because I'm so behind that it physically pains me.
So. Yeah. I should also warn Lola, because I know Lola is a fan of long sprints. We are a fan of shorter sprints here, so just to mentally prepare you.
Yeah. We can do whatever. I'm fine. I'm fine with whatever length.
We say that and then we end up doing 20-minute sprints. So
yeah, we do. I'm not even gonna dispute that we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you just say US or UK, it's one letter difference. So.
Yeah, I'll try not to be offended. Oh dear.
Oh, really random thought, but there's that video on TikTok of the Kiwi woman who was having a chocolate orange and she like offended all of the UK. Do you have thoughts on that?
Yes. Like, why did she call it that? Why did she call it that? It's Terry's chocolate orange. Terry's chocolate orange. It's a staple UK thing and must be referred to as Terry's chocolate orange.
Okay, and you didn't have a problem with her just biting into it then?
Oh yeah, no, that was horrific. Like you have to get it and then you bash it and then it opens up. It's like a flower.
Yeah, I wouldn't know about the bashing thing, but I wouldn't have gone to bite it either. I would have just tried to like pull it apart.
I mean, it is like they're wedged in there. Like it's really hard to get them out. So that's why you have to hit it. And then like there's the middle bit, which is like just this like collection of chocolate, and that's always the best bit. I'm not
Okay.
sure why. It just is. So
It's a lot of chocolate. Yeah.
it's really good as well.
Yeah. I'm assuming he was laughing at our sprint conversation. Yeah.
I suppose we should get into it and just do it.
Do the thing. Wake up.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got a coffee because I need to. It's a chocolate in the shape of an orange. So and it's orange flavored chocolate. So it comes in like an orange wrapper with like a little blue sticker on it. And when you you're supposed to, before you unwrap it, you're supposed to bash it against something so that it loosens up the segmented chocolate inside. Yeah, and she just bit into it. It was just a circle of chocolate. It's giving me flashbacks. It's not right. She did that very wrong. Also, I am hungry and I'm gonna have to go and bite the thing. Yes, who does that? It's wrong. So wrong.
It's very interesting having control of the comments as well. So.
Yeah. Do you just have to like select them and then they pop up? Or...
Yeah, I've been clicking on each one.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Right. How long are we going to sprint for this first sprint?
See, we think about, huh?
Should we start off with a 20-minute smaller?
What else are we going to do? We're the 20-minute sprint people.
It's tradition.
Okay.
Maybe we can do a longer one after the brain has woken up.
Yeah, see, Lola's already onto the 45.
Oh dear. It takes my brain 45 minutes to be awake.
Get 2 videos and then.
Nice.
Okay, we'll start with a 20 and maybe we'll do a second one and we'll work our way up.
Yeah. I mean, that does seem reasonable. Whether we actually end up doing that or not is debatable.
Mm-hmm.
Right. We can do this.
Okay. Oh, my laptop is already freaking out. I have more than one window up and it's like, no, I don't want to do this.
I think your laptop would hate the number of windows I leave open.
So usually only when it's like video type stuff because I have my 10 tabs up there constantly. Yeah, okay. It's just starting to like freak out.
I can actually hear it. It's like really, the fan is going.
The fan is going. Okay, so let's start sprinting so I can go on mute and then hopefully it'll calm down at some point during that.
Eventually.
Okay. We will see everyone in 20 minutes.
A good sprint.
Hello.
I couldn't find the right tab, sorry.
Yeah, this one didn't come with sound because I had like muted it for the music, so we didn't get like a shock like Jenna's timers.
That one always scares me. I'm like traumatized by the timers in that one. Oh dear, how did you do?
Well, my laptop did calm down during that, and then it started up again now that the sprint's over, of course.
Yeah, standard.
And then I finished like editing chapter 1.
It's good progress. A chapter is done.
Yeah. What about you? Are you awake yet?
I'm getting there. I think I've figured out why I'm so behind on video editing though, because I've only managed to get 3 minutes and 45 seconds into a video because apparently I just talk so much and none of it makes any sense. So I just have to chop it all out.
I mean, it's better than no editing.
Yeah, I'm going to finish this video. That's my goal for the sprint, is to just have finished editing this video. And then when I've done that, I'll see about if I can do any writing, because I think that would be a good idea.
How much footage do you have left to edit?
I haven't put in the second clip yet. Hang on, let me just see. About right, I have about 16 minutes of raw footage left, but who knows how long that could take. Who knows? Got to try and make myself make sense, so that's part of the problem.
Yeah, weird.
Don't often do that. Ooh, yeah. Yes, so writing, that would be good.
Wow.
I feel like sorry, go ahead.
I feel like editing chapter 1 was probably the easiest chapter to edit. So now I'm worried about going into the rest to see if I continue to make sense or not.
Do you think that's because like you have like a really firm idea when you're starting and you're like, right, this is exactly where I want it to start, and then as it progresses it gets less solid? Or...
Yeah, I think so. I hate the middle. I'm like the entire writing in the middle of the first draft. I was like, I just want to get to the end.
Just get to the next exciting bit, please. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do have that problem as well with mine, because I obviously went through phases of really liking different events that happen in different plot lines, and then I kept getting bogged down in having people go from one place to another. Like, I was like, oh, and they went over here, and I'm like, why have I said that so many times? Nobody cares about them walking to another place. So I'm just like deleting like huge things and trying to just like refocus them and be like, they can have this conversation without walking over there. They don't need to be going to the next place. Like, they could just be in the place. It's not like they're on a quest or anything. They're in a set place, and I just have them walking around the place and for no reason. So, yeah.
Maybe they're trying to get their steps in for the day.
That's their main focus. They're really, really on that.
So Abby's at vlog 13. She was messaging me during that. She is went up to when I was in Boston.
Nice.
Yeah. I found it in Boston. This was just before Shadowhunters season 1 was about to air. So there was an Isabel poster around, and I stopped and vlogged at the poster.
Nice. I always wish that I could go to like a place where things had been filmed and then just be like, hey, see, look, hey. It's the thing.
Well, they didn't film Shadowhunters in Boston. It was just like an ad.
Yeah, but it's like the aesthetic, I feel. I don't know. I don't know enough about America, really.
Well, the Shadowhunters itself is, well, the City of Bones part is filmed in, well, not filmed, but set in New York. So it's the other 8 vlogs before that where I was actually in New York that would have been.
This is me proving how out of the Shadowhunters world I am. I'm like, is it in Boston? I don't know. Where is it?
Boston's like here and New York's like here, which is the sides of America like here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Abby.
Yeah.
And then Lola, Wheel of Time does a lot of walking around.
Oh, I see. This isn't helping my case of all the walking around, because I haven't read those books because they're too big. So like, yeah, I need to reduce walking time because it's just unnecessary in this book. Yeah.
And then Abby couldn't get past episode 2, so she watched the show.
Yeah, I never started watching it. Maybe I'll watch it when season 2 comes out. I don't know. People were really iffy on whether it was good or not, and I was never really drawn to pick it up. So
I couldn't even tell you which streaming platform it's on. So
it's on Amazon, and that's what I find that Amazon's platform is just really unintuitive, and I don't pick things up as easily on there. I watched Lord of the Rings Rings of Power when that came out, but I haven't even watched season 3 of The Boys, and I really like The Boys because I just don't like Amazon Prime.
There's so many mistakes on Prime as well. I mean, I shouldn't be saying this publicly since I'm trying to get that job where they pay you $40K to watch stuff all summer. But in Smallville, there's some of the episodes are number wronged and they're in the wrong order. So it'll be like episode 8, this, episode 8, this, and the first one that comes up is actually episode 9.
Oh no, that's completely useless.
Yeah, and I'm like, there's 10 seasons of this show. Like, I need to watch it in order.
Yeah, it's very frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
I actually picked up a book on Kindle Unlimited. I was reading Tomi by Junji Ito. It was a manga, and they had like split it out into 4 parts. And the first 3 parts were all fine, and the 4th part was like formatted landscape rather than vertically, which was odd in itself. But all of the pages were out of order, but they didn't have page numbers on. So I was just like, what's going on in this? Like, this is random. Why is it about these guys in a room? And then why is it about this weird lumpy baby thing on the next page? Turns out it was like completely out of order, and I just had no idea. So I read about 50 pages of it, bearing in mind it's a manga, so it didn't take that long. And then I realized, and I was like, oh, right, I should just...
So someone just really messed up the binding process?
Really terribly. I don't know what happened, but it was bonkers. It was like it went from like page 2 to page 60 to page 40, and then it was like chopped up like that, and it didn't make any sense. So
wow,
it was weird.
I agree with this. I need Daisy release dates and officially released footage, and David not to come after me, and same with red, white, and royal blue.
We'll get there. Maybe eventually when they finally release the thing without giving us any preamble to it, I guess. Why are you taking so long?
Yeah, clearly someone on Amazon thought the same thing. They're like, they're taking too long, I'll just do it myself, and then released that footage.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope we get stuff soon, because I feel like the Daisy stuff coming out is the only reason that I might read Daisy, because I haven't read any Taylor Jenkins Reid yet, so I'm like, I need that push to actually pick it up, I think.
Yeah. Well, I still have the video saved on my computer if you want it.
I think I watched your video of it, and then like I was really confused because I was like, I don't know who any of these people are. What's going on?
I didn't have the full video in there, so.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Well, they keep teasing us that they do.
It's just rude. Yeah.
It's also the same with like Shadow and Bone season 2 over on Netflix. It's supposed to be coming out next year. We've had one teaser trailer.
What was the teaser trailer? Because I don't even think I've seen it.
Guess what? I have a video on that you can watch. It's on my channel. Stars and Embers.
I'm gonna watch it. Well, not right now, but I'll watch it.
And I do have the entire thing in that one. So.
Okay.
And I've also had the link to the actual video within the description.
Okay. Because I need to watch that. I have actually been considering rewatching Shadow and Bone because I feel like I got really hyped over it and watched it when it was first out, and then just haven't touched it since, and I'm like really in the mood to rewatch it. So
yeah.
Oh, Shadow and Bone. Right, we should sprint again before we get out of the mood of sprinting.
Okay. So 25?
Well, let's do 30. Let's push ourselves.
30?
Let's push ourselves.
Whoa.
Maybe I'll get to the end of my video, or maybe I won't. Oh dear. We will see.
Okay, and then I'm gonna start editing chapter 2.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, see everyone in half an hour. Ding ding.
Every time. Why am I like shocked every time there's like a noise?
I literally said it in the most like monotone voice as well.
You did. You were very calming, but I was like, oh. I think I get like really laser focused on what I'm doing, and then like anytime I'm breaking out of that, I'm like, what? Yes. How did that go?
It's good. I finished chapter 2 and I'm into chapter 3 now.
Nice, you are smashing through.
Yeah, well, I'm not doing a lot. I'm just kind of reading through at the moment and fixing any typos I see and like adding a little more description.
Yeah, it's when you get to like halfway through the book and then you realize that you have to change all of the beginning because something doesn't line up and you're like, very frustrating.
Yeah. You?
Let's see how far I got through. So I made it to 9.5 minutes through, and I still have like 3.5 minutes left to edit, which is
that's good. You'll get it done in the next sprint.
Maybe then I have to go back and like edit in like fun edity things. So this is just actually making it so it makes sense at this point in time. But hopefully next time.
Yes, you got this.
Yeah. I feel productive at least because there's no way I would have been doing this at 10 o'clock in the morning otherwise. So this is good.
Yeah. We can, since this is technically both of our names, we can both take the phrase from Abby.
Yeah, I will claim that, even though it's definitely not for me. Oh dear. At least one of us is getting actual writing done. So that's, well, writing, editing.
Yeah. It'll take me like a year to edit this anyway. So
I mean, a year is good. I would take a year. Mine is taken much longer than that.
Yeah.
But I have.
Well, it took me like 4 years to write it to begin with. So
a year of editing is good. Yeah, I'm right. You know when you're really cold and you're using a mouse, and then your mouse hand gets really cold, but like everything else is just like fine. So I've just got one really cold hand right now.
Yeah, I only use laptops, so
yeah, I wish I could just, yeah. I need to warm my hand up, so I'm just gonna put it against the hot water bottle and pretend that this is fine. So I'm not just like putting my arms in weird places. That's what I'm doing. Oh dear. I will take that, go cat. Yes, thank you.
Yep.
Not sure I earned it, but thank you. Oh dear.
So you're doing really well though. Like I have a video which may be going up tomorrow, and it took me months to film and edit it, and it's not even a particularly complicated video. It's just I wasn't editing.
I feel like your videos are definitely more professional than mine are, though. So I'm just like bashing out my absolute nonsense, whereas yours are actual good videos. So, you know, I feel like the editing time there is equivalent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't warm my hand up. It just won't warm up. I'm giving it like this time between sprints to just try and warm out, to try and
just keep forgetting to move the things when we're done with the sprint.
It's because we like looking at the cat on the train.
Yeah. I did also, like, I had the One Direction one up before, and there was also like a Friends one, and like the inside of Rachel and Monica's apartment.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
So
I like it. Yeah, I like that people have designed like a bunch of different like timers, because I just think that's really cute. We're almost at Christmas, so we'll have a Christmas one next time.
Yeah, I don't need that.
No. Next time will be December though.
Yeah, it's not Christmas for me until I fly back home. So actually, our next one is like the day I fly home. So,
yeah.
But
I'll take that.
Okay. Edited and uploaded 7 on Sunday for tomorrow. Woo!
Nice. That is good going. I always miss 7 on Sunday, and I'm not sure why. Like, I really like the topics, and then for some reason, I just can't get myself into gear to actually edit it and post it on a Sunday.
Well, all of the topics through the end of the year are up, so you can start now.
Yeah. But the video I'm editing right now, right? Because this is how behind I am. It's my September wrap up. So that's how behind I am.
There's a reason I don't do monthly wrap ups or TBRs or anything like that.
I mean, I'm seeing the logic in that. Like, I'm actually changing how I do things next year, and I'm like making a TBR game for myself that isn't to do with months. So I'm trying to like move away slightly from like monthly things.
Yeah.
So it could be quite interesting to see if that like really confuses me. maybe it will all go fine. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I'm very much on the quality over quantity videos things. So, I mean, my videos still aren't as quality as I would like them to be because of this damn, full-time job that gets in my way. And I'm just like, I get through editing and I'm like, it's good enough. But
yeah. It does cut into that whole video editing time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, someone pay me to just make videos. Amazon, hire me to be your video buff.
She didn't mean what she said before.
Yeah, I have some suggestions which could help improve your platform. And I would very gladly share them to you in our first meeting of me being your video buff.
You can do it. Everyone needs suggestions. What is that like to have warm hands? I don't think I've ever had warm hands.
Well, it's not like here in Melbourne at the moment. It's not incredibly cold. It's just still raining and wet and thundering. But today wasn't. I didn't go outside today, so I don't know what it's like outside. But I haven't been cold so much today.
Well, but the worst thing about that is though it's coming into summer for you guys, so it shouldn't be cold.
It shouldn't. It's definitely colder than it should be. This damn La Nina. Do you know what a La Nina is, Kat?
No.
Yeah, I have written articles about it for my job. But basically, each year in like the spring summer time, the weather will do one of three things. It'll be a La Nina, it'll be an El Nino, or it'll be a neutral. Neutral is what you want.
Yeah.
La Ninas are cold and wet and rainy. It's got to do with like the cycle of the water coming from the east in, and then El Ninos are really hot.
Interesting.
And usually it's just like you'll get one and then it'll go into a neutral and then you'll get like the opposite. So when we had those really devastating fires, I'm pretty sure that was in an El Nino.
Yeah.
We are on our third La Nina in a row. So the last 3 years have been La Ninas, which means it's been wet and rainy and flooding. And this time, like, no one had a chance to recover from the last La Nina, so the ground was already wet. And the flooding got even worse. But it's, and three-peat La Ninas are apparently incredibly rare. There's been like 4 in the last 100 years or something like that.
Wow.
But it's supposed to be our last, and it's supposed to end earlier this year than it has in previous years. So hopefully we get some warmth back.
Yeah, God, I really hope you do, because it's not about it at all.
Yeah.
Like, I saw a TikTok, I think yesterday, about mosquitoes because of all the flooding.
Oh yeah, I saw that video and it was like all the mosquitoes, like there's a bajillion of them.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
Yeah, it was also very weird just saying mosquitoes just then. Mozzies.
Oh, to be fair, I say mozzies too. It is just like, I don't know. I feel like that's a UK and Australian thing, but like a lot of people
probably got it from you.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, no, because to be fair, you have all of the dangerous things that are trying to kill you, so we probably stole it from you.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
But also, people say that about Australia, but like we don't have like wolves or bears or lions and stuff like that. And then other places just have them walking around.
is it that the things that are trying to kill you in Australia are like smaller? So like they can sneak up on you and do it, and like you wouldn't even like necessarily notice, and you're like, oh, it's right there in my house. Whereas you wouldn't
Yeah.
necessarily find a bear in your house.
Sometimes there's a snake under your fridge, so
And like, there's nothing like that in the UK. Like, I think they've released like a couple of big cats randomly in like some southern place. I'm not really sure where, but aside from that, we have like grass snakes, I think, and they are, you barely even see them. I don't think I've ever seen a snake in the wild.
I've never seen a snake in the wild either. Um, I don't want to jinx myself, but yeah, they're not incredibly common within city, suburb areas. It's when you go further out.
Still, still, it's the spiders that would get me, I think.
Like, I've lucked out in this apartment. I've only had spiders a few times. I'm probably definitely going to jinx myself in that one.
Yeah, sorry.
What I actually get here is slugs.
Oh yeah.
Like I literally last year it was like a war between me and a slug that would show up during the night and then would go. I would have the trails all through my kitchen, and then I would wake up and it would be gone. For weeks it went on, and then finally one time I got up early enough and then I saw it trying to go away like under my oven, and then I picked it up and threw it outside.
Yeet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only like, it's weird because there are slugs in the UK, but the only ones that I tend to see now are like this big, and like what happens usually is that Cooper comes in from being outside and like has like, he's obviously gone through some muddy patch or something, and then like, oh, you just brushed him, and you're like, oh, that's a slug, and you're like, oh, all right, let's just get that out of the brush. But they like curl up, so they're like really tiny little balls, and you're like, oh, it's a sticky ball.
Oh,
Lovely slug ball.
yeah. Abby lives country way, so she has seen many a snake.
It's very, I don't think I could, that would scare me. I mean, I like snakes, but also I don't like, leave me alone, and I'll leave you alone.
Yeah, I could never live country.
Yeah, I think I would be too paranoid all of the time for all of the things.
Yeah, I will visit my friend who lives in the country, but yeah, could never live there.
I think that's totally fair.
Yeah, the last time I went to visit her, she was like, "Oh, yep, just make sure you close the gate on your way in so you don't let the sheep out." And I was like, "You have sheep?"
You know?
Yeah, I didn't see any sheep though. I closed the gate, no sheep.
Where were they? Where were they? Maybe they'd already got out. No.
Yeah.
No. We should sprint again before, I need to get this video done, because
Yes.
otherwise I will be sad if I don't get it finished in this in these sprints.
How long do you think you need to edit the video?
I think that the 30 minutes was good. Like, I feel like I made good progress with the 30 minutes.
Okay,
So,
we'll do a 30.
yeah. We can do it.
Okay.
All right.
See y'all in 30 minutes.
Happy sprinting.
Ding ding. Did that make noise? Can you hear me? Okay. What is happening here?
Why am I in here twice?
I don't know. Kick from studio. I hope that doesn't kick you out completely.
If it does, I'll just come back in and I'll explain what happened.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I'm still
Okay.
Okay, so what happened? What had happened was my editing software sometimes gets a little bit I don't know, it freezes, and the only way to fix it is to close it. So I closed it, and then for some reason Chrome also shut down, and I was like, what? So it just kicked me out of everything all at once.
Oh no. Did you get to save your progress though on your video?
No.
Oh.
No, but admittedly I was like nearly at the end, so it's probably only cut out about like a minute's worth of work. So
Okay.
it's fine. It's fine. It's great. So how did you do?
Better than that. I mean, still in chapter 3 of editing. I found another Harry Potter reference that I had put in ages ago, so I took that out.
Yeah, that is got to be a pain to remove.
Yeah, I think that may have been the last one though, so hopefully there's no more.
That's good. Nice. At least you're taking them out. I've seen a couple of books that are coming out in 2022 that still have it in, and I'm like, what editor failed you to let you put that in there and keep that in there?
Yeah.
It's bad times.
So awkward when I come across something like that and I'm like, ooh,
like could have just deleted that one line. It would have been fine, but
yeah. On a different, on like a same kind of note but slightly different note, I'm reading An Absolutely Remarkable Thing at the moment, and the character spends a lot of time on Twitter.
Oh,
so I'm reading it and she's like, yeah, I checked Twitter and they're going to tweet this and stuff like that, and I'm like, this is really weird reading it during the downfall of Twitter.
that it can't last much longer. It really can't.
But yeah.
You just wonder, like, if the people who sold Twitter are just sat there going, it's downfall. It cannot handle it without us.
Well, the creator of Twitter has now created another social media app, and he's about to start looking for beta testers. So,
well, I guess we all know where we're going.
That's over.
Oh dear.
Okay, comments. This was Abby from before. She had sheep. She's in the suburbs now.
Sheep. I like sheep.
And then Lola said, it was funny seeing you twice.
I mean,
it was a great frozen shot of you as well.
I couldn't see that it was frozen. It was just a black screen for me. Like,
for me, it was
really sad.
You looked like.
Yeah, because I think that was because my editing software shut down first, and I was like just really like sad about it because it freezes, and I was like, oh, I know I have to shut it down and lose the work that I just like spent all that time on, and then and then obviously everything shut. So you know, very weird. Oh dear. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen again. Of course it happened like right as I was nearing the end as well. I had like a minute left, so I've like edited it all now. And like I was just going through and doing like zooming things and making sure that it was like tighter than it was if I'd like there were any ums that I'd missed or anything like that. So it's not like I have to fully edit the last minute again. Just
it's still annoying though.
Yeah, I could do without it. Oh well. Yeah. So that's just taken over my mind. I'm sure I had other things to say, and then now I've just completely blanked on the fact that I'm going to have to open it again and see how far back it was. But
yeah, Well, I don't know if I can look at my words any longer because of that last sprint. I was like, oh, what are my eyes doing now? So I think I'm done editing for the night.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. I mean, to be fair, that's like 2 hours and we did longer sprints than normal. So
we did.
I think it makes a difference.
Yeah. And we just spend our next hour talking.
Yeah. Definitely do. That's complete fact there. Yeah.
I have checking to see if I was doing anything tomorrow, and I am not. So
we can actually have a chilled day. I'm very much looking forward to not doing anything at all after this because I've just been so busy. Like I went to Denmark like 2 weeks ago now. Was it 2 weeks? And then I was in Chester this week. So I've just been on trips with lots of people and my brain is exhausted. So
I'm so ready for a trip. All I've seen in the last time I went was like April. 7 months is Melbourne.
Oh, you need to go somewhere else and experience other things.
I have it in my countdown app. I go home to Adelaide in 28 days.
Well, it's really not long away.
Yeah, it's a month away. So
I feel like the end of the year is very swiftly approaching and I'm not ready for it.
I don't know what happened to 2022. Like we thought 2020 and 21 went by quickly. 2022. Blink.
Gone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do also have other things in my countdown up. I've got Harry Styles in 97 days.
Oh, that's not long.
Hopefully. If it happens this time.
No, it will happen. We're not going to be considering any other options. It will happen.
See, that's what I thought the last time when I bought my tickets in March 2020.
Oh. No, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
Yeah. Then I have the Backstreet Boys in 101 days. So that weekend is like weekend/week is I have Harry on Friday night, Harry again on Saturday night, and then on Tuesday night I have the Backstreet Boys.
Wow. That is going to be a very musical weekend for you.
Yeah. Work should not expect anything from me on maybe not even the Friday, but definitely not the Monday or the Tuesday or the Wednesday.
Yeah, your ears are gonna be ringing. You're not gonna be able to hear anything after all that.
Yeah. And then I have my Queensland trip in 161 days.
Nice.
Gonna finally go on the spooky coaster.
Oh. What makes
Scooby-Doo one? Like the Scooby-Doo one from the movie?
Yeah. You know, that's really weird because a TikTok randomly came on this morning about that and it like zoomed in on it and was like, oh, it's this island. And I was like, what?
It's in Queensland.
Yeah.
One of my acting teachers was actually in that movie as well. He played Velma's friend.
Huh. That's cool.
Yeah.
I really want to watch that.
Watch it.
I mean, it was like an hour away. Was it an hour? No, I think the flight was about an hour and 45 minutes from where I am, which is in Cheshire. So
you wouldn't even get through the country of Australia in that time.
it's really bad, isn't it? Like I'm there, like it takes ages. But like to get from one end of the UK to another by plane would probably take about like 40 minutes. So
I can do a trip from one capital city to the next closest capital city. That's about it. But like that's Melbourne to Adelaide.
But that's crazy. Like when you actually like if you could just place the UK on top of Australia and see like how tiny it is. Like
you can. Map actual size.
It's gonna make me really sad about how tiny my little country is. Oh dear. The tiny pain in the arse it is.
Share screen. The true size of Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. Clear map. There's an ad for RMIT. That's a university in Melbourne. Okay. Do I need to put it in?
Oh my god, wait. I'm not ready. Oh no.
It's a baby.
Oh wow. That's
So if we put it like right down here. Yeah. So I live in Melbourne here. That's where I'm going home for Christmas.
wow. It's like if you lived in Portsmouth and you wanted to fly to like West Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
That would probably take you about an hour.
Yeah. I swear I spend more time like sitting on the plane though than I actually am in the air between Melbourne and Adelaide. But if I want to go anywhere else, it takes forever.
I think it's just so hard to comprehend how huge Australia actually is. But
Yes.
like, wow.
You can get really sucked down into a hole on this, but United States. The US and Australia are about the same size.
I mean, they really need to fix the maps because the maps do not make that look accurate at all.
Yeah.
Oh god, I need to not go on that site because that would confuse me and change my entire worldview, and I'll be sad about the fact that why did we even look at maps that are so inaccurate?
Yeah, the Northern Hemisphere is so stretched out.
I think I need to get some Southern Hemisphere maps because that's...
Well, our maps still look like that. It's just apparently when you put it all flat, that's what happens to the map.
Oh, they fix that. They need to fix that. My little brain is not comfortable with the fact that the maps are so inaccurate. It's not right.
Backstreet Boys, yes, they're going to be in Australia, Lola, in February. I bought my tickets in like 2019, I reckon. I wonder if they've been sitting in here the entire time. They originally were meant to play the 26th of May, 2020.
Oh,
yeah, and I bought my tickets on the 17th of September, 2019.
I mean, at least they're still happening because I was meant to go to an Evanescence concert in 2020 and they just cancelled it. So at least they're still coming.
Well, they say that, but it's been postponed 3 times. They didn't even try for a 2022 date. They just skipped this year.
It's just hold out hope that it all goes ahead at the right time.
Yeah. Ugh, Abby, working a Sunday. But you get paid good, though. So
that is swings and roundabouts, I suppose.
6 till 3 tomorrow, ill.
I don't think that anybody should ever get up at that time on a Sunday. That hurts me a little bit.
And a little trip. Where are you going, Abby? 6 a.m. Damn, Abby, no, so early. I agree. Great. Can't believe the Wiggles was 8 months ago. Yeah. Insane.
What is 2022? I don't. No, thank you. Why did it go so quickly?
Yeah. And then how'd you do today as well? All birthdays on the weekend.
No, that's mean. I don't like it.
As much as I don't like having a 9 to 5, I like the fact that I know I will never work weekends.
Yeah, I used to do weekends when I was in retail, and I used to like exclusively do weekends. So I was more free in the week. So I still had days when I could like have lines and stuff. But then when I went to 9 to 5, well, now I do 8:30, 4:30, which turns out I love way more than 9 to 5.
Yeah, I do 8:30 to 4:30 as well.
Like there is a difference, isn't there?
It's
that half hour.
yeah, you get so much more done in the day.
Yeah. Whoever invented half 8, half 4, love you, because that really was really sorted me out.
Yeah. At my work, as long as we do like the 8 hours a day, it doesn't matter when in the day we do them.
Nice. That is.
So most of us do like within reason of traditional hours. But I did yesterday, I think. I woke up and there was I get the verification codes for our work Facebook, and someone had tried to get into our Facebook at 12:30 a.m. And I was like, who was working at that time?
That's don't work at 12:30.
What? Mm-hmm.
That's very, very late.
Yeah. It's either someone was working or someone just tried to hack our account, but most likely someone working.
Yeah, that's not fun. See, mine has to work within. You can go from like 8:30 until like 9:30 starts at mine, because a lot of the work that I do and like my team do are dependent on stuff that other people can give us and deadlines that they have. So we have to do a lot of normal hours, but then there's also teams in the US, so sometimes we have to do like weird hours to do with that. But
Yeah, we usually do our work and then we have to like not work on it for a full day because we have an Indian office as well. So they don't start work until about 2 p.m. our time at the moment. So we don't get things until the next day.
Yeah, it's really weird working around time zones, as I'm sure we already know, because the evening morning timelines.
Yeah, past 10 p.m. for me now, and it's still morning for you.
Yeah, 11, 12 at the moment, so very early. I think I need another coffee because I think that's the only way I'll stay awake. Maybe I'll go back to bed.
Yeah.
Wild.
Nap.
Oh dear. Yeah. So I think maybe we call it here and just chill.
Well, we got Abby's reply about where she's going. That would help if I knew where Nelson's Bay is.
Yeah. And they're like, I'm a Google. I'm a Google. It sounds fun. Like,
did someone see a salamander and was like, I'm naming this entire place from it?
Listen, I hope that that's not how people go with naming conventions, because there's some places near me with the worst names if that's what they saw.
Okay, so it's north of Newcastle. I've never been that. I've been that far north. I've never been that far north in Australia except one time when I was at Brisbane Airport, which is even further north.
I mean,
can you hear the sirens?
Yes. I hear the sirens. Somebody's in trouble or dying.
Dying's probably more likely. I live near a hospital.
Oh, well, now I'm not going to make a joke out of it. Let's stop talking. I hope they get better.
Yeah, my neighbor may be dead now, though. I had an elderly man who lived like right there. And yeah, last week there was a ambulance out the front. I didn't go outside to see, whose apartment they were going into, but it was like right there. And then yesterday there were people packing up an apartment and taking everything out of it. Again, I didn't go outside to see which apartment it was, but could line up.
That's maybe they just like couldn't live there anymore.
Could be.
I'm just having positive thoughts that people aren't dying because
yeah, he could just be in a nursing home, but
yeah. He's hoping.
Okay. Let's finish these comments. I work every second weekend, so it's not too bad. Okay. 3 minutes behind because you missed a few minutes. I mean, the streams are already behind anyway.
Yeah.
And then the new covers for the SJM books from A Touch of Magic Designs. I did see them. I haven't looked at all of them, but I saw the Crescent City one and it was really pretty. But I'm not going to buy them.
I have not
need to
seen
not spend money.
What? Oh my god, I'm stuck on Google Maps. Get off of Google Maps. What do they look like? Because I've seen some covers and I don't know.
I'm holding it up.
Oh, I've not seen that. Oh, I like it. I like that. That is much prettier than. Have you seen the UK paperback Crescent City? Because
is it like the white with the moon and the thing?
Yeah,
we have that here as well.
I hate it. Why is it like that?
Yeah, I'm so glad I got the original cover because, like you say the paperback cover, but my original paperback of Crescent City is of the original cover because everything gets released in Australia in paperback first.
Wow. See, I wish that ours was like that. Ours always gets released in hardback first, and then the paperback comes after, like months after usually. And it's so annoying because I don't want hardbacks of books. But now I have hardbacks of Crescent City because I'm like, I need the nice covers. I'm not having that ugly cover. Not having it.
Yeah, we only get hardbacks if someone specifically orders them in from the US or the UK. Everything is like paperback here because shit's expensive.
Yeah, it is expensive. Very much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want hardbacks. I would love that if they were all paperbacks, but sadly, for me, with my tiny, tiny hands, I can't deal with hardbacks.
I like them because then I can put my knees up and then like rest it on my knees and just like hold one thing. I can't do that so much with a paperback.
Yeah, because they like fold in on themselves, don't they?
Yeah, and I don't like breaking spines either.
No, no one wants to break the spine. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think that we'll call it here, I guess.
Yeah. Just giving them a little bit of time to catch up on what we were saying.
Yes, this is fair. I'm going to put down.
We do plan on doing a December sprints as well. At the moment, it's looking to be on the 17th, about the same time. I will be in South Australia at that point, so maybe I'll just walk into Jenna's place and be like, I'm doing it from here.
And I will be here because I don't go anywhere.
You could also just like fly to Australia and join us.
If I could, that would be great. But it would take me the amount of days holiday that I've got left. It would take me to get there. So
yeah. Yeah, I would love hardcovers as well. $30 is almost a generous price for hardcovers here.
That's not right.
We get paperbacks at that price. It's ridiculous.
What?
Yeah. It's expensive.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, Lola.
Thank you for joining.
Yes, have fun at work, Abby. And thanks for joining as always, Abby.
Yes, very much. And good night, everybody. Because I think I'm the only British person here. So good night and sleep well, everyone.
We're all Aussies here.
Yeah.
We got to get you on our timetable now.
Yeah. I need to be awake at different times.
Yeah. From Blood and Ash paperback was $35. Yeah, I buy the hardcovers of those, and it's about, depends on the conversion rate, but I'm getting it at about $50, $55 per book. So.
Oh my god, that hurts me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fun. Yeah. All right.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. See you later.